Hi everyone, thank you for joining me. I'm going to take you through this morning yoga practice, which I am calling Calm Connection. So hopefully a really great class to get you thinking about how you want your day to go and to connect you to your body overall. We're going to be doing quite a few balancing poses as well as some hip openers. So working the full body should be a really nice feel-good flow. And I'd say it's probably best suited for intermediate students just because of the balancing poses. But honestly, give it a try, even if you don't think you're an intermediate student. It's always hard to kind of classify these classes in this way. So give it a go. We're going to begin standing up, no props required. So working on calm connection to wake ourselves up in the morning. Go ahead and take a wide stance with your feet turned out. So my toes are pointing out at about a 45-degree angle here. And flowing with our breath, we're going to inhale to circle, reach the palms up, maybe look up as well. And as you exhale, bend into your knees to sink your hips and bring your hands to your heart. So really connecting that through movement with breath. Inhale, circle wide. Exhale, sinking low. Really try to push those knees open. 3 more like this. Last one. And exhale. Holding here. See if you can go ahead and lift your right heel off the mat. Really push into the ball of the right foot. And ground it down. Switch sides. Lengthen your tailbone down. Pull the lower belly in. Push that left heel down, and let's go ahead and straighten our legs. You're going to turn the toes in so both feet are parallel to the shorter edges of your mat. Hands on your hips. Inhale, lift and lengthen, and then hinge forward from your waist. Try not to lean all of your weight back. Keep some of it in the balls of the feet as you fold. You can release your hands down to the mat, really any arm variation that you'd like here. I like to just kind of make a no motion with the head. Letting go of any tension through your neck. Relax through your shoulders and your upper back. And staying nice and low here, just go ahead and bend your right knee. See if you can get a little deeper into that left leg. And straighten the right leg. Just bend your left knee this time. Straightening both legs. Walk your hands out in front of you so you can bring your chest parallel to the floor. Really strengthen. Power up through your glutes, squeeze through your quads, bring your hands to your hips, push your feet into the floor and lift all the way up. Really strong here. We're going to step to the front of the mat. Tadasana, your mountain pose. Feet are hip width distance apart. Shine the palms forward. Let's just take 3 rounds of a half sun salutation. Inhale, arms rise, palms come to touch. Exhale, fold down. You can absolutely bend your knees generously here. They don't need to be straight. Halfway lift. Inhale. Go ahead and bring your fingers to your shins, parallel to the ground. Exhale, fold a little bit deeper. And reverse this motion. Press to stand. Push your feet into the floor. Circle the arms wide. Palms come together to touch. Exhale, hands at the heart. 2 more rounds just like this. Inhale. And fold. Exhale. Halfway lift. Fingertips to your shins. Lift up through your chest. Exhale. Fold back down. And press to stand. Circle your arms. Lead with your heart. Exhale. Release. Last time here. Inhale. Exhale. Keep leaning your weight forward into the balls of your feet. Halfway lift, flat back, and fold. Press to stand, come all the way up. And hands at your heart, holding here. So leaning onto your right leg, will come into Vrikshasana, your tree pose. You're going to bring that left foot somewhere alongside the inside of that leg. So I'm putting it against the inner upper thigh. You want to feel your right leg push against your foot, draw your lower belly in, and really lift up nice and tall here. This is your calm connection. Keeping your breath slow and steady. If you'd like, you can reach up through your arms. Some wobbling is totally normal. If you had your arms up, just bring your hands back to your heart, and we're going to come from here into a high lunge. So my left foot is going to step all the way to the back of the mat. I have a cat in the way, so this is a bit of an awkward transition for me right now. But you want your feet to be hip width distance apart, and as you're bending generously into that front knee, you're going to get that nice thigh stretch, lengthen tailbone down, and go ahead and reach your arms up. So feeling the energy go up through your feet, all the way up the legs, up the spine, and reaching out through your fingertips. Sink your hips a little lower. And let's find our first downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Hands down, step your right foot back. Feet are hip width distance apart, and it's our first one, so bend your knees as much as you'd like. Don't worry about whether your heels touch the mat or not. It does not matter. Just stretch it all out, create some space here. And let's walk our feet to the top of the mat. Bend your knees generously, push into your heels, and roll all the way up to stand. And we'll get ready to do the same thing on the second side. So you're going to lean onto your left leg a little bit more and bring your right foot wherever is best for you. Think of pushing your left leg into the sole of that foot so you have this energy moving in through the central channel. Sometimes you fall, it's no big deal. Just get back into it. So hugging in through the midline, let this lift you up a little bit more, keeping your gaze steady on something that is not moving. And maybe your arms reach up without holding your breath. Try not to dig your toes into the floor. Hands come back to your heart, and we're going to step the right foot to the back of the mat for your high lunge on the second side. So feet are still hip width distance apart rather than being one behind the other. Bend generously into that front knee and reach your arms all the way up. Really connecting here from your toes all the way up towards your fingertips. Letting this pose energize you, cultivating some strength. Into your downward dog, hands come down, step the left foot back. And this time, instead of going to the top of the mat, just hang out in your downward dog for a little bit longer. We're going to reach our right leg up to the sky, bend your right knee, open up your hip, three-legged dog, get a nice stretch here. And second side, right foot comes down, stretch that left leg up, bend your left knee, open up your hip. Set that left foot back down, and let's bring our knees down to the floor. Take an easy child's pose. Bring your hips towards your heels. I'm going to reach my arms back behind me as I fold and bring my forehead down to the mat. 5 deep breaths here. These morning classes are opportunity to set the tone for our day. I'm a big fan of choosing a one-word intention. So you can ask yourself what your intention is today. For me, it's in the theme of the class. It's calm connection. For you, it might be something else. So while you're here, grab a hold of your heels with your hands into your rabbit pose stretch. You're just going to lift your hips as high as you can get them off the heels. Keep the tension here as you're holding on to your heels, and there's really not a lot of weight on my head. I'm just stretching along the spine. Such an underrated pose, in my opinion. And set your hips back down. Let's lift up to take a seat. Sit in any way that is comfortable to you here. You can rest your palms, hands on your lap. And if you have an intention that comes to mind, something that captures how you want to feel today, try to hold that in your heart. And we'll bring our palms together, closing our practice by chanting Om one time. Let's inhale to chant. Breathe in. Om. Thank you so very much for doing this short morning yoga flow with me. I hope that you feel this essence of calm connection and that you're a little bit better prepared to take on your day. Please subscribe if you don't already. Leave me a comment to let me know what your intention is today, and hopefully I'll practice again with you very soon.